Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruhawa Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth. And this is our demand from the Great Millstone Houston Church, you know. And I'm going to get into a lesson pretty much, somewhat like the elect versus the world, right? And I'm going to start off in 1 John 2:15. And you can see it says, do not love the world, right? And it reads, love not the world, 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, right? So we got to put out from this world, because this world going to be destroyed pretty soon anyway. The things of this world, it ain't gonna be no more. So we should have our mindset set on things that's, above. As it says in Colossians, what's that, 3? Yeah, let me get that right quick. Colossians 3 and 4, something like that. Let me see. Yeah, 2. Colossians 3 and 2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth, right? The things on the earth, man, it's going to be soon passed away. So we want to set our things on the kingdom, being kingdom-minded, things in that nature, right? And, yeah. So, we got to have our mindset. And I'm speaking to me first and foremost, have our mindsets, towards, the kingdom of heaven, and not the things of this world. Let's go to, continue on, 1 John 2:16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not on the Father, but is of the world. So, a lot of things, a lot of glamorous things that look golden to you might not be really so good for you, right? I know it's hard. It could be hard sometimes, like certain material things, women. Jake love women, and we love material things. But right now, it's not a sin to have some of those things, but to put your mind into it, hey, it ain't too good. We got to keep our focus on the kingdom, on Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? And the world, 1 John 2:17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh, power, abideth forever. So, yeah, man, doing the will, going out to camp every weekend, doing lessons, during the week, hey, we're doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, and we abide it, and we'll be abided forever, having everlasting life, right? So, yeah, man, this world, this world don't give a damn about us, the men of the Lord, man. Hopefully elect, And I'm going to get, let me go to next. John 15, and what's that? I'll find it. Let me just go. Yeah, okay, I think it's, yeah. Yeah, I started at 14, St. John 15 and 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, right? For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you, right? Pretty much secrets, right? Let me see. That was good. But I was going what I wanted. Yeah, that's it. But that was good though. I like that. Okay. You know, Yahweh Shai called his disciples and his servants friends, man, because they did whatever we pretty much Yahweh Shai friends, we doing what we supposed to do, okay? But I want this here, St. John 15:18, right? It says disciples' reactions to the world. If the world, St. John 15:18, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. See that? If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. See that? So yeah, man, it's the elect, versus the world. And mainly it goes into cosmos. And you know what, who give us really most hell, is our people. Okay? We try to tell them the truth and they don't want to hear it. So, we ain't a part of them, Those are 2/3. Okay? And I continue on in 20. St. John 15:20. Remember that the world hated that I said unto you, slack you. Going a little bit too fast. St. John 15:20. Remember the world that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. See, yeah, the elect versus the world, man. Okay, so if they hated Yahweh Shai, they will hate his men. Okay, I mean, it's just what it is. And we go to St. John 18, I believe it's 36. Put it in the red. Yeah. And this when he was before Pilate, right? Yahweh Shai, when he's about to get crucified. St. John 18:36. Yahweh Shai answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight. See that? That I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. See that? So, hey, if he was, if his kingdom was of this world, man, the men back then, they would have had wreaked havoc. But, Yahweh Shai had to, he had to go through what he had to go through for our sake, So at one time, okay, verse 37, Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou a king then? Yahweh Shai answered, thou sayest that I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. And everyone that is of the truth heareth my voice. Who is that? The elect. Okay? So he came in this world, man, to stand, in front of Pilate, to go through what he had to go through to get, crucified. Okay? And I like that everyone on the end, everyone that is of the truth, heareth my voice. Okay? Like I say, ultimately, that's the elect. And that's why I'm naming it the elect versus the world. Okay? Yeah, let's gonna get something else. Yeah, let's get James, I believe. James 4:4. Yeah. And it reads, St. James 4:4, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see that? So yeah, you the friend of this world, you, especially if you're in this troop, you know. And I had to say it, you know, the IUIC, they leader, Nate. It seems like he's Bishop Nate, you know, it seems like and either one of these guys, even celebrities, they of this world, they got friendship of this world, man. You know Yahweh Shema Shai ain't dealing with them, okay? They the enemy of Yahweh Shema Shai, because that's what they have their mind and their affections in this world, okay? And guess what? And I don't hate to say it, but I have to say it. Hey, seem like me and the Great Millstone is the ones that get hated the most, right? And the brothers that's like-minded, teaching the word like-minded, as the men of the Great Millstone. You know, we the ones that hated the most, all right? And we are, you know, we want to be the hopeful elect. That's why I'm going to name it the elect, or should I say the hopeful elect versus the world, okay? So, you know, I hope this has been edifying to the point. You know, I was just thinking about that. You know, we got to endure, keep on enduring, you know, in this fight and in this faith. You know, that Yahweh Shema Shai protect us and have us and just have our backs, you know, against these people, because these people really hate us. You know, if they could, man, they'll try to kill us if they could, you know. So, you know, until next time, I'm gonna give our praises due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ruhawa Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom, and Shalom to the elect.